Hello students, this is Ashok Rizal, your English teacher. I hope all of you are fine. Today we are going to talk on the topic curriculum vitae or resume or biodata. We'll talk about its importance. First, I would like to show you what to mention, what are the components that are to be included. You can now paste your photograph as I have pasted here. I have used Govinda Arun Ahuja. You know him. So you can paste your photograph and then your name, and you can start writing curriculum vitae or resume. You can write one, resume, resume. Nowadays, it is common to write career objective. So as a model, this is not only the way you can write, but this is one of the ways that you can write. Career objective I have written to secure a challenging position in a reputable organization to expand my learning, knowledge and skills. So this is not only the one, as I have told you, you can write career objective, your own career objective according to your profession. So what are the mandatory compulsory information that are to be given? First, you can write personal information. You can write their name, your full name, address, mobile phone or cellular phone number, email address, and you can also write your parents' name, father's name, mother's name, and your date of birth, your citizenship, your gender, and then your marital status. It is not very important, but still you can include that. Next, you can write education and qualifications, professional qualifications. You can write your high school education, name of the school you passed, in which year passed, the passing year, division, percentage, or grade. In the same way, higher secondary, same thing, name of your higher secondary, and then past year and your division, percentage, grade. And you can also, if you have completed graduation, you can write the same. Okay, and postgraduate, master's degree. If you have done a doctorate, you can also do your postdoctorate, any qualification, and then your education qualification. If you have already worked, if you have experience in working, then you can also write something about employment history, what you did, what were your roles and responsibility in that job, like work history, and then if you got some academic position, then you can also mention that. If you have done research and then training, you can also mention your training, research, and the language proficiency, and then whether or not you are computer literate, you can include this information. And if you can ride or drive, then you can also mention. It is not mandatory but optional. Okay. And you can also say something about your hobbies and then interests. They are also optional. They are not very important, but still you can write them. If you have got any certification, you may have participated in some programs or some training, then you can talk about certifications and accreditations. They are also optional. And lastly, you can mention a referee, okay, the famous person whom you know, so they can give a reference to your prospective employer. Now let's talk about its importance. We talked about the components, what are the parts of curriculum vitae or biodata. So first thing that you can write is biodata or resume or curriculum vitae. Generally curriculum vitae, CV also it is written, okay, short form. And biodata is American way of saying curriculum vitae or resume. As I would like to repeat once again, you can mention personal information, name, address, mobile phone, and then email address, parents' name, date of birth, citizenship, gender, and then marital status. Next one, in the next column, you can make it beautiful, education and then professional qualifications. Okay. Like high school and then higher secondary and then university education, etc. And if you have already worked, if you are if you had done some work previously, if you have some work experience, then you can also mention employment history, work history, academic position, training, and then research. language proficiency, computer skill, driving skill, hobbies, etc. That's also. And you can give reference. Now let's talk about why is resume that important. How is resume very important? What is the importance of resume? Okay, how is a resume important? You can change this one. How the importance of the resume, you can change a little. Okay. Yeah, the resume acts as a bridge between you and the prospective recruiter. Actually, I wanted to write how is the importance, what is the importance of resume, but it happens to be how, so please consider for that. The resume acts as a bridge between you and the prospective recruiter, okay? From the employer, you can say, prospective employer, recruiter. Therefore, the importance of resume can never be underestimated. So you should take it very seriously whenever you are preparing resume. So to make the first impression, it is imperative that your resume stands out from the crowd first. So your resume should be very different, because people, they would like to find out people who have different qualities, not the same type, average type. Since companies do not have that much amount of time to interview each and every candidate, they require resumes, resume from candidate to select the best ones to work with them. So only best people, competitive world now, as you know, it is said that it is the world of cutthroat competition. Anyway, very highly competitive job market. So you should be different. You should stand out of the crowd. Then why is it in the nutshell, you can say in short, resume reaches the recruiter's table before you reach them. So before you reach, then the recruiter already have your resume, so they will have ideas about your personality. So resume tells about you, or everything about you, whatever person you are, what experience you have. You don't necessarily have to tell, but you can mention everything in the resume. So in order to grab an interviewers, to grab the chance to get interviewed, this resume plays a vital role. And then you should not forget that it is a quick but lasting first impression. So first impression is said to be the last impression. So you should make that resume very attractive. So to brand yourself, it is essential to create your own brand in this professional world, and this journey starts right after your college and then studies. When you enter a professional world to work, it is essential, important that from the very first day you have to start, you have to set things right. You have to start making things right to showcase your knowledge. Now that resume shows your knowledge. You have to showcase your knowledge, your skills, your expertise, experience, and then your accomplishment, or your success. It is necessary to have a perfectly written resume which can portray you as a good professional or a budding professional, who is ready to face this challenging world. So when you go to interview, don't forget to make one curriculum vitae. You can go along with a resume, so that you should have every idea and you can give it. So whenever you are asked to go for any interview, it is good to submit the sometimes you'll be asked to submit your resume along with cover letter. We'll also discuss more about how to write cover letter, job letter in the next videos, so you can keep watching. We'll talk about what is interview, and then we'll also discuss about the ways how we can face interviews. So have a great time. Take care. Bye bye.